So you're thinking about the results of last season. You lost your fantasy basketball league, right?
Hey, loser!
It's okay. It happens to everyone. You can't win them all. But what you can do is in the off season, prepare so you can win it next season. In this episode, we will be conducting a 12-team mock draft, drafting from the 5th position. We believe every NBA fan should support fantasy basketball content. So we're about to jump off this live mock draft. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to all of the people who are participating. Big shout out to my man Jordan. Big shout out to my man Joey, Sarek, Adam, Hugo, Paul, Francesco, Mark, Alexander, and Jason. We are missing one player. We are one player short right now. So I'm going to drop this in the chat here to see if we get anybody on my YouTube stream to jump on in with us. I just dropped that joint right in there. We got somebody. I think we've conducted 4 or 5 mock drafts this season, and honestly, we haven't had one where we had anybody leave an empty slot. We have had people fall off and auto draft later in the rounds. That's completely normal, but we've had a full house every single mock draft. And I have to remind you, at the time of recording this, it is July. Early work. I'm telling you, y'all, fantasy basketball championships are not won during the season. They are, in fact, won during the offseason. And if you want to win your fantasy championship this season, I said season like 5 times, it's all good. This is the channel for you. Because what do? We put in work. We in the gym putting up shots, right? We doing suicide drills. This is our equivalent of hitting the weight room. We are in here early, pumping iron, getting our weight up so we can, in fact, dominate our opposition when we get into the fantasy playoffs. So we are back here in the draft room, about to kick it off. All of our fantasy managers are in this piece except for 2 people. That's Joey, calling you out, Joey, pull up. And then we got Alexander. Alexander, where the heck are you? You're leaving me hanging, dog. Jordan is likely gonna draft the Joker, and the Joker's off the board. At 2, we got SGA. We've been seeing Wemby go off the board first for the most part, but it's interesting to see that we have a actual SGA sighting. So I'm up. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at what we got here. Luka's here. Anthony Edwards here. Cade Cunningham here. Listen, I'm not playing no games. I'm going to grab Luka again. This is my 2nd time drafting Luka in as many days. I am not playing no games when it comes to my man, Luka Doncic. So we got Jokic at 1, SJ at 2, Wemby at 3, Giannis at 4, Luka at 5, Sabonis at 6, and then we got Paul on the clock. He grabs Cade Cunningham with the 1-7. Then Francisco is over here. He grabs Anthony Davis at the 1-8, and then we got Mark up. What is he gonna do? What are you gonna do, Mark? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right. Thank you so much, Bahamik. I got that one. It looks like my levels are showing up good here. When we get back to the replay and I'm editing, I'll take a look at the sound. But thank you so much, guys. Big shout out to Neil. Neil just pulled up. Neil says, "You're my GOAT." You know what, Neil? You know what? I've been thinking about it too, my guy. And honestly, I got to keep it 100% honest with you. I got to be all the way real with you, all the way real. You're my GOAT too. You are my GOAT. G-O-A-T. That's my man Neil. I'm just messing with you, dog. But you are a GOAT, just not my GOAT. You just one of my GOATs. Because we got a whole GOAT family over here. All right. At the 1-9, we had Anthony Edwards. At the 1-10, we got Jalen Brunson. And then we have David up. Who are you going to pick, David? Who are you going to pick? He grabs Steph Curry at the 111. Then at the 112, we got Jason up. Jason grabs Karl Anthony Towns. At the 2-1, the first round looks good. The only thing that's kind of strange to me, seeing Jalen Brunson go this early off the board. Cat has been going before him in most of the mock drafts that we've been doing, so it's interesting to see Karl Anthony Towns go after Jalen Brunson. So that is quite interesting to me, After Karl Anthony Towns, we have LeBron, father of time, James, a.k.a. the Vampire. After that, great value here. At the 2-2, we got James Harden. Love that pick. At the 2-3, Pascal Siakam. Not as crazy about Pascal Siakam as many, but I know why people would draft him there. But no way in heck. I don't give a shih-tzu puppy. I am not drafting Pascal Siakam before I draft one, Trae Young. At the 2-4, Trae Young. At the 2-5, we got my man Francisco up, and he's picking live. He got Anthony Davis in round 1, and he follows that up with a stellar pick, an amazing pick. Devin Booker at the 2-5. I love that pick. After that, we got, at the 2-6, we got Kevin Durant, and then I'm back up again. Let me lock in, y'all. I feel like I'm about to make a mistake. Second round, I'm looking at Şengün here. I'm looking at Mitchell here. Not looking at Vucevic here. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself some Şengün here. I believe I can fly. Go back to the board here. Let me actually go back and see if I can queue up. No, I'm not going to queue anybody up. Let me keep it real. Listen, dog, I'm built for this. Come on, man. You already know what it is. Top is off. Boobies is out. Hair blowing in the freaking wind. And then my man KD says, Mike's been good for the past few minutes. Thank you, KD. I think I might have just been peeking out a little bit. I'm going to turn the volume down. I think I'm just a little loud tonight, KD. And I appreciate you, man. I know you super busy getting ready for the season and everything. Just landed in Houston. So we got KD on the daggone chat, y'all. Come on, man. How many daggone fantasy basketball shows have you ever been to where NBA star like KD pulls up? This is crazy, y'all. This might go down in history as the greatest stream of all time. The GOAT stream. After Kevin Durant, speaking of, at the 2-6, we got Tyrese Maxey. At the 2-8, we got Alperen Şengün. At the 2-9, we got Scotty 2 Hottie Barnes. At the 2-10, we got Paolo Banchero. At the 2-11, we got Jalen Williams. I'm going to go ahead and start lining up my players, and we'll get back to the recap. So I'm up. Right now, I'm looking at Franz Wagner, if he's still on the board. Definitely going to be my number one option here. Then I'm looking at Bam Adebayo. I haven't drafted Amin Thompson yet. Would definitely be interested in him. Evan Mobley, be interested in him. Not going to reach for Cooper Flag. I've drafted a little Cooper Flag already. I'm not going to grab him. So I think I'm next. I'm on the clock at one pick. I got the sound down in my studio, so bear with me. I'm trying to figure. Oh, here we go. I can hear it. Oh, yeah. So Franz, I think I'm going to take Franz. Let me know in the chat if you got time. Should I take Franz, Adebayo, or Amin? If you guys can tell me quickly, I'll Franz, Amin, or Adebayo. Chat. Going once, going twice. I'm going to grab Franz. Franz, one of my favorite players. Oh, my goodness. I love that. Neil Yu says, I think, Scotty, this is too high. Crazy? Is it just me? I think you got a good point there. I don't think that's crazy at all. I think last season, coming off of the year before, Scotty was looked at like he was going to be a strong second-round player, but didn't really fulfill those kind of, expectations. So I agree with you. I think maybe it's a little high. I would definitely take Paolo before Scotty, who went after him. I would have took Jalen Williams before him. I would have took Jaylen Brown before him. I would have took Amin before him, Franz before him. So there's a lot of guys that I would be looking at before Scotty Barnes there. KD says, me and Şengün making it out the West. Man, when you listen, KD, I'm going to tell you, when they sent that trade over there, I thought about it. I was like, hold up. They got Amen, Pray to Heaven Thompson. They got KD, the Slim Reaper with the burner account. Come on, man. Come on, man. Where they do that at? All right. So Alperen Şengün goes at the 2.8, Scotty Barnes at the 2.9, Paolo Banchero at the 2.10, Jalen Williams at the 2.11. At the 3.2, we got De'Aaron Fox, Ja Morant at the 3.3, at the 3.4, we got Jaylen Brown, Franz Wagner, Amen Thompson, Bam Bam Adebayo, Evan Mobley, Josh Hart at the 3.9, Nikola Vucevic at the 3.10, and then at the 3.11, we got Jamal Murray. Now we got the 312 pick. That's going to be Jalen Johnson. Oh, that's a steal. Jalen Johnson should have went earlier than that. Oh, man, that's a steal right there. Oh, man, that's a steal right there. Jalen Johnson goes at the 312. And then LaMelo at the 4-1, y'all. I got to back up from the mic on this one. Woo! Valuable work. Man, somebody just came up. They grabbed Jalen Johnson at the 312 and then LaMelo at the 4-1. Jason is focused. Jason got Cat, LeBron, Jalen Johnson, and LaMelo Ball with his first 4 picks in a 12-team points league. That is insane work. Great job, my guy. Let's give him an air horn. And let's give him a round of applause. Yo, you're cleaning up, Jason. You're absolutely cleaning up. Clean up on aisle 7. All right. After LaMelo Ball at the 4-1, we got Derek White, DeMar DeRozan. DeMar, not like us. DeRozan. Oh, shoot, I'm up. Let me get focused. You know what? If you guys have been watching the live streams, every time I do the not like us dance, I end up auto-drafting. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm looking at a couple of players here. I'm interested in Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bane. There's somebody else here, but I'm not going to mess around with it. So I'm going to grab Jaren Jackson Jr. here. I'm totally comfortable with that. Totally comfortable with that. So let's get back to the recap. After DeMar, not like us, DeRozan, we got Tyler Hero DeNiro. We got Dyson, the merchant of theft, a.k.a. the burglar at 4.5. We got King Cooper Flag at the 4.6. Then we got Kobe White at the 4.7. Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond, Bring the Pain Bane at the 4.9. And then we got my main man, Sirach Smart, up at the 4.10. And let's see what he does. We're all caught up, which feels really good. I'm going to quickly take a glance over here to start lining up my next pick. So for me here at the 5, I think I'm doing okay so far. If I could get Allen, I'd be interested in it. I'd also be interested in Kawhi here. I'm going to scroll down just a bit and see what else I got. Zach LaVine, definitely got some interest in Zach. I'm going to cue Zach up because he's kind of hidden below the fold there. There's definitely somebody I'd be interested in. I think that's kind of it. Yeah, I think that's it. There's nobody hidden. You know, sometimes these players, their projections are kind of wonky, so you got to kind of dig down when you're doing your drafts. But to be quite honest, ESPN, I've been on the record. They are the only site that has mock drafts available right now that actually has somewhat consistent projections. Fantrax is a bowl, matter of fact, a bucket of hot dog water with the bratwurst residue. Dumpster juiceville. Really bad, really bad, really bad. They got like Jason Tatum in the top 10. It's bad, yo. If you know them, please tell them. Just do not open up the drafts. Like don't even let people draft until it's ready. Okay, I'm up. So Zach LaVine looks like he's still here. Jared Allen is here. I think that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Zach LaVine. Safe pick, safe as it can be. Played 60 games last year. He will put on for the city. I am okay with that. I'm okay with that. Let's get back to the recap. After Desmond, Bring the Pain Bane, we have Joel Embiid at the 4.10. And then his brother in disappointment, Lord forgive me, just fantasy. I know they are elite athletes. No disrespect. I love you guys. Just entertainment for fantasy. At the 411, his brother in disappointment, Zion. How the mighty have fallen, Williamson. Disappointing work. And then, of course, one of my favorite players named to say on my shows, at the 412, Josh. The Giddler, Giddy at the 412. Then we got Austin Reeves at the 5-1. Kawhi, Busted Thigh, Leonard at the 5-2. Brandon Miller at the 5-3. Zubats at the 5-4. I grabbed your man, Zach. Watch your back. Levine at the 5-5. At the 5-6, we got RJ Barrett. 5-7, Mikal Bridges. Denny Avdia again goes in round 5. I've seen Denny go in round 5. I've seen him go in round 10. I've seen him go in round 7. The earliest I've seen him go is round 4, I believe, at the bottom of the 4th. People love Denny Avdia this season. So I understand. I just don't feel comfortable doing that right now. I'm just not there. And I don't want to be the one that's like, oh, he's gonna be a bust. Watch out. I haven't signed that contract yet, but I'm getting close. At the 5-9, Jared Allen. At the 5-10, Miles Bridges. I'm thinking about a nickname for Miles Bridges, but the whole domestic violence stuff, I don't want to mess with that, because that's not something we want to joke about. But at the 5-11, we got your man Miles Turner. So that's another Miles. Then we got Jordan. Oh shoot, Jordan, leave the kids at the pool with the baddies at the 5-12. Then we got Rudy Gobert at the 6-1, Trey Murphy the third at the 6-2, Jalen Green at the 6-3. Then we got my man Neil jumping in real quick. Neil says, pick Big Zoo. I missed that one, my guy. I'm sorry about that. Then we got KD. He said, you run another mock tonight? KD, I was thinking about it, to be quite honest, but I'm in Atlanta area. It's 11:16 p.m. right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna probably watch a movie with my son, my 15-year-old, after this. Vucci Mane is my GOAT. I like Vucci Mane. Vucci Man saved my season last year. He saved a lot of people's season. He saved a lot of people's season, man. He saved a lot of people's seasons. Okay, so before we go back to the recap, let me lock in, because I got a pick coming up. So I'm looking at Freddie here, Fred VanVleet. I'm looking at Jakob Poeltl. I'm looking at John Collins. I'm on the clock. So I'm not going to scroll here, because I don't want to mess around and get caught with my hands in a cookie jar. I've drafted a little bit too much of Fred VanVleet, so I'm going to get me some Jakob Poeltl here. I'm completely comfortable with that. I'm going to just grab me some Poeltl. There we go. All right, so let's get back to the recap. After Jalen Green at the 6-3, we have Julius Randle, Jimmy Butler the third. Oh, Jimmy, $100 cup of coffee the third, that is. Jalen Duren at the 6-6. Mark Williams at the 6-7. Jakob Poeltl at the 6-8. CJ McCollum at the 6-9. I am out on CJ McCollum. Heck to the no. I am out on CJ McCollum. No way. Out. After CJ, we got Anthony Simons at the 6-10. And really quick, while I got a minute for you, wanted to let you guys know to please consider becoming an MVP member of our community. If you become an MVP member, it will grant you access to our private MVP Discord. We have all of our expert analysts in that chat. They're going to help you with the season all year. And this year, we even brought on international analysts. So we have folks in the Philippines, we have folks in Australia. So we're going to literally have a 24-hour team there. We're going to have people on the other side of the earth who will be wide awake when I'm asleep to provide you value, right? So you'll also get access to, the first time ever, our private podcast stream. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take questions every week when the season starts, right? And then On a day that we decide on, I'm going to do a private podcast stream answering all those questions just for our MVP members. If you want to join, all you have to do is go to believeinfantasy.com and pick the level of paid support that you feel comfortable with. The lowest option, guys, is just 27 cents a day. It's not a lot of money. It's just something so we can continue to create content, because it does cost money for these lights, for this camera, for all of that stuff. And your support will allow us to keep making content and winning championships for years to come. Again, visit believeinfantasy.com to support the channel and be an MVP member. All right, let me get focused. I got to pick. All of that talking, and I got to pick. So we got, ooh, man, I'm going to grab John Collins here or Norman Powell. Let me slightly scroll down a little bit to see if there's anything I'm interested in down here. OG, what ground am I? It might be too early for OG. Is it too early for OG? Maybe. I'm going to grab John Collins. That's a safe pick, but I'm grabbing it safe. I wanted OG there. I don't think he'll make it back to me. I should have grabbed OG there, but no worries. Let's get back to the recap. After Anthony Simons, we have Kyrie Irving at the 6'11". So I've been on the record, guys, for this fantasy season, there are a couple of injured players you want to pay attention to, and injury-prone players, right? So Kyrie Irving is one that you do want to draft. I believe this is way too high. I would look to draft Kyrie Irving in that round 10 area, maybe round 9 if you want to reach. I wouldn't reach this far because you're leaving a lot on the table. Because even when he comes back, it's not a guarantee that he's going to be a league-winning type of player. There might be a period that Kyrie Irving needs to ramp up and get back into game shape. So I wouldn't spend a 6th-round pick on him, but it's somebody you want to look at in drafts. He's going to be down in the rankings, so you want to put him in the queue early when you get into your draft room. After Kyrie, we got Brandon Ingram at the 6'12", Lauri Markkanen at the 7'1", Fred VanVleet at the 7'2", Michael Porter Jr. at the 7'3". Not really interested in Michael Porter Jr. I think that's early for him. Darius Garland, another player that's coming off of an injury. Not mad at that pick, though. At the 7'5", we got John Collins. Oh, my God. Paul George. Guys, I keep saying it. I don't think people believe me. Whatever you do, do not freaking draft Paul George. Keep him away from your fantasy basketball team. Keep him away from your church small group. Keep him away from your children's basketball team. Keep him away from your job, your church, everything. Watch his podcast. I'm for that podcast, P Life. I'm all for that. Wait a minute, I got a sighting. My main man, Pat Mamba's in the building. We got the Mamba himself in the building. My man, Pat Mamba. If you guys don't know, this man is an absolute fantasy basketball sicko. He is the commissioner of over 30 leagues. He will be our commissioner expert. So if you are a commissioner and you need help with how you can manage the finances, all of this kind of stuff, yo, Pat is that dude. He is officially a part of the Believe in Fantasy basketball team. He's also going to be in the comment section on our YouTube channel. So if you have questions, you can leave them in the comments of any of our videos. If I don't respond to them, your man Pat Mamba will respond. And he is checking in all the way from the Philippines, y'all. So when I'm asleep, getting my beauty rest, your man Pat Mamba is going to be in here putting in work. That's my guy. All right, let me get focused. So I'm sitting here looking at what we got here. So we got, is my man still there? Hold up. Is your men's in them still there? Oh, shoot. I'm interested in Hartenstein here. I'll take a little Hartenstein. I like Hartenstein here. Beal, maybe. I might have some interest in Beal. We're going to go, elderly players situation there. Maybe. Walter Clayton is moving up the board, man. That's ridiculous. I'm loving that, man. Okay, I'm up. So let me lock in. So for me, I feel like I got to take Hartenstein here. I feel like it's something else there. I feel like I just like Hartenstein too much. I got a lot of bigs, but that's okay for me. I'm okay. I don't worry about the positions when it comes to this. Like, listen. First of all, if you guys are league commissioners, don't set limits on your positions. Don't be like, oh, you can only have 4 centers, 5 centers. Like, change that. Like, first of all. But also, I like the idea of drafting on a positionless level. You know what I'm saying? I don't really go into it like, hey, like I need to fill all of my starting spots. Some players come into drafts like that. That is a very novice rookie type thing, which is okay, and that's why you're here. So if you're new to fantasy basketball, when you get in your draft, don't try to draft a point guard, try to draft a shooting guard, try to draft a small forward. Oh, I need to get my power forward now. It don't work like that. This ain't fantasy football, right? Now, you do need to have some kind of balance because you do have slots to fill, right? So I wouldn't draft all small forwards, but don't go into the draft thinking I need to like give up value in order for me to fill a position. Because when it comes to those bench spots, when it comes to those utility spots at the bottom of your roster, you can always fill in. And there's always going to be changes throughout the season. So make sure when you're doing those first 5 or 6 rounds, you are just getting the people that are the best fit for your team, right? The best fit for your team. All right. So I'm up in 5 picks. So before we do that, I got my man Neil Yu back. He says, I think there's still value in Beal. I think he'll be good this year since he's actually playing winning basketball for the first time in 10 years. I agree. And I've honestly drafted him. I've drafted him once, I believe, in this mock draft season. So I agree with you on that. I just got something about Hartenstein, man. I really like Hartenstein. So let's get back to the recap. After, it's been a while, huh? Where was I? I was right here at Paul George. Yes. After Paul George, we got Cam Thomas, Cameron Johnson, Kristaps Porzingis, Walker, the Stalker, Kessler, OG Anunoby, Norman Powell, Jalen, Suggs Suggs, Jalen. Ever since I got that Suggs Life tatted on my chest, can you feel me? Okay, I'm up in a pick, so let me lock in. So right here, I'm going to be looking at my life decisions. Clearly, my life decisions. I'm not drafting a rookie this early, am I? Am I? I haven't taken one this early. Am I taking one this early? I haven't. I might. Should I? What do you guys recommend? Let me tell you who I'm looking at right now. Ooh, let me cue my man. Oh, shoot. Did I draft him? Okay, cool. Here we go. So I'm looking at Devin Vassell. I'm looking at, I want to say Ayo Dosunmu. No. Andrew Wiggins, Keontae George, Chris Paul, Podziemski. I'm going to just take Podziemski here. And then on my next 3 picks, I'm going all rookies. All rookies all the time. I'm not playing no game. Let me cue these jokers up because they think I'm playing. Somebody thinks I'm playing. I am not playing. I'm not playing any freaking games when it comes to this rookie. So let me go ahead and I'm going to go back to the board and finish this recap. So after I believe I was at Suggs. We had Emmanuel Quickly at the 8-2. Then we have Malik Monk at the 8-3. DeAndre Ayton at the 8-4. I love that pick. DeJounte Murray at the 8-5. Peyton Pritchard at the 8-6. Peyton Pritchard is definitely one of the sleepers I'm looking at. 8-7, D'Angelo Russell. Isaiah Hartenstein at the 8-8. Beal. Reed. Nas, that is. Onyeka Okongwu. Christian Brown, Daniel Gafford, Tariq Eason. I grabbed Podziemski at the 9-5, Keegan Murray at the 9-6. I am out on Keegan Murray. Dylan Harper at the 9-7. We got a rookie off the board, y'all. That is our second rookie off the board. I'm loving it. Then we got Jaden Ivey at the 9-8. PJ Washington, Bobby Portis, Tobias Harris, Ace Bailey. We got Rookies are flying off the freaking board. We got, we got VJ Edgecombe. Oh, yo, they taking all the rookies. There's not going to be any rookies left for your men's in them. Come on, man. Where they do that at? How you going to leave me out here with no rookies, man? Come on, man. I got Walter Clayton Jr. If Walter Clayton Jr. is on the board, he is coming to my team. I'm not playing no games, man. After VJ Edgecombe, we got Devin Vassell at the 10-2. Russell ain't got a team. Westbrook at the 10-4. And I'm going to start queuing up some more rookies. So let's see. I'm sure we got some of my folks who are drafting with me in here. But, I got a suggestion. I'm going to do that. I ain't mad at that, Neil. Neil says draft Dre. Okay, if Dre's still there, you know what? I can hold on the rookies. That's the thing. In these later rounds, I'm looking for either a rookie, a second year guy, or a third year guy that's looking for a leap that we think will make a leap. So these are the type of players that we're looking for, right? These are the type of players we are looking for. So, man, people are flying off the board like it ain't nobody's business. When am I up? I'm next. Okay, let me lock in, y'all. So I'm going to grab, my man Neil says grab Draymond. So I'm going to grab Draymond on the strength of my guy because my guy's focused out there, giving some suggestions. And I'm not giving some suggestions, and I'm not crazy about Draymond Green at all, right? But it's a fair pick in the 10th round. I think if you can get Draymond, it's okay. He's going to contribute. He's not going to be killing it, but he might give you 10th round value. Okay, Harry Chin is up. Harry Chin says Santi. I like Santi. I don't know if I would grab him here. In these last rounds, I try to really try to go super high upside. I think Santi Aldama might have a good season. I already have Jaren Jackson Jr. on the squad. You know, I don't know about that. So back to the recap. After Russell Westbrook, we got Jaden McDaniels, Benedict Mathurin, Jabari Smith Jr., Colin Sexton, Draymond Green, Aaron Gordon, Ayo Dosunmu, Nick Claxton, Reed Shepard, and at the 11-1, who's it going to be? Jordan Scary Team. Who's it going to be? Jonathan Kuminga. I don't know about that because I don't know where he's going to land. Asar Thompson, I'm not mad at that at all. Dennis Schroeder, I don't know if he's going to I don't know if there's enough opportunity for him with DeMar, Zach LaVine, Sabonis. I don't know. He might be good, especially if he starts, but I don't know. Donovan Clingan. Okay, cool. I'm up. Let me lock in. Clayton's on the board. I'm going to just grab Clayton. I think he's going to be good, man. He is a NCAA champion in Summer League. He was running an offense like a pro. He's not. He's got a NBA frame. You know what I'm saying? He's a bigger dude. He stayed in college for a little while, and again, he has that championship experience. Reminds me so much, guys. And this is a good one. I don't know if you guys have heard this, but this is something that I've been saying. Walter Clayton Jr. reminds me of Jalen Brunson. He's slept on. He's not somebody who everybody is clamoring after and believing is going to be the one of the strongest rookies in the class. Also, he has championship pedigree, right? He's shown that in big moments on big stages he can perform. So I believe being a Utah Jazz player and having an organization that's really rebuilding, and starting over, he has a great opportunity to be, a great player. He does have competition with Isaiah Collier there. I get it, you know what I'm saying? So that might be an issue for him. But overall, I think it's an exciting opportunity for Walter Clayton Jr. Okay, so let's get back to the recap. After Schroeder, we got Clingan. We got Walter Clayton Jr., Klay Thompson, Jared McCain. Love that pick. Oh, that's good. Andrew Nembhard. Woo, love that pick. Drew Holiday, Jonas Valanciunas, Yang Hansen, Khalil Ware, Derek Lively, Matas Buzeles, one of my favorite picks. Definitely someone we are targeting. He just got featured on our sleeper episode. That episode is going to be coming out really soon. I just filmed it today. And then we got another one of those sleepers, Kyle Filipowski. We're going to talk about him some more. Trey Johnson as well. Man, all of our sleepers are going off of the board. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. I'm up next, so let me lock in. So we are looking here at... Ooh. I'm looking at I'll take Zachary Rissache. Second year, he was very inconsistent last season. He can very well find himself back on the waiver wire this year, but the fact that he is going into the second year on a retooled Atlanta Hawks team, I'm not mad at that as like a 12th round flyer. And then I have the player in mind that I want to grab for my last pick, who I've been grabbing just about in every draft. If you guys have watched any of my drafts, our drafts, I should say, then you know who it is. After Matas Buzelis, we got Kyle Filipowski, Trey Johnson, Grady Dick, Zachary Rissache, Andrew Wiggins, Kelly Oubre Jr., and then at the 12-11, who do we got? Let me get a sip of this drink. Oh, KD got jokes. KD says, real draft, can't talk myself into Dre bum at all. But KD, he used to be a teammate. Oh, he the reason you left Golden State. He said, we was winning before you got here. He said, we was winning before you got here. We don't need you. I see, KD. You got to let go of that old stuff, man. You got to let go, and forgive, man. You got to forgive. All right. After Wiggins, we got Oubre Jr., Santi Aldama off the board. Yes. Dante DiVincenzo. Come on. Scoot, the Boot, Henderson, Brooke, Lopez, Keontae George. I love that pick. Man, I love that pick. Let's get an air horn for that one. We got to get an air horn for that one. Oh, shoot, I'm on the clock. I can't give anybody an air nothing. Let me get my man up in here. You know who this is. Ryan Kalkbrenner. Oh, baby. Oh, shoot, somebody got him already? Dang, they did me dirty. Oh, yo, grab Chris Paul. Yo. Yo, I was sitting there thinking I was doing something, y'all. Like, yeah, let me type my man name in real quick. Yeah. Twitter fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Yeah, you getting body. Shout out to my boss, track. Next time I hit him with the prenup. Man, tell that boy to ease up. I did another one. You still ain't do nothing about the other one. Bet your girl for it. I'm sorry, y'all. I went in full. I still like Drake. I know all of the Kendrick stuff happened. I still like Drake. I'm sorry. I still like Drake. Okay, as always, it is customary. Let me actually close out with the recap here. After George, we got Castle. We got shish kebabs. Let me get focused. We got Castle, Paul, Jones, Derek Queen, shish kebabs. Oh, there we go. We got Derek Queen, Igor Demon. Ooh, that's a good one. Dylan Brooks, Karis LeVert, Clint Capella. I don't think I can pull my team back up like that, so I'm going to just read through my team really quick for you. So here we are in the middle right here. So I'm going to give an honest review of my team. Here we go. Luka, yes. Alperen Şengün. Some would that might be early, but I'll take it. Yes. Franz Wagner, emphatic. Yes. Jaren Jackson Jr. in the 4th round. Come on. Yes. Zach LaVine. Yes. Jakob Poeltl. Yes. John Collins. Maybe. I'm not sure about John Collins. Have a lot of faith. Not sure. Isaiah Hartenstein. I am sure. Yes. Brandon Pajemski. Maybe. Draymond Green. In the immortal words of KD, Heck to the nah. I am out on Draymond. Walter Clayton Jr., maybe it was a little early for him. I'm going to give myself a heck to the nah. I would have rather had Matas Buzelis there. I would have rather had Kyle Filipowski there. Andrew Nimhard maybe. But yeah, I grabbed him a little early in my opinion. Zachary Ricochet, maybe. Chris Paul with the last pick in the draft, I think that's a win. Yes. Overall, we had a couple of heck to the nas. So for this one, I'm going to give myself a 2 out of 5 GOAT rating.